Okay, let's play a little game. So today is November 6th, and yesterday was a big election where, among other things, the U.S. decided on a new president. And the thing is, the difference between me and you is that you, as I shoot this, probably already know the results, or at least something, right? Me, on the other hand, I don't know anything because I've spent the last 12 hours or whatever avoiding news and avoiding human beings that might have that information because I wanted to play a little game and find out while I'm on Salvia. So here's how we're going to do this. I am going to take a hit of Salvia. Then that gives me about 2 minutes before I peak. I'll feel it after 30 seconds. I'll peak after 2 minutes. That gives me 2 minutes to get on my phone and find out what happened. Then we'll go from there. We'll go with BBC. I don't feel it yet. Trump wins 294 to 223. Is that still smoke coming out of my, or maybe it's fate coming out of my mouth as we speak? Oh, but I can feel it coming. The first thing I want to do is just notice my emotions as they come over. To tell you the truth, my first emotion is a certain excitement, not exuberance or happiness over it, but sort of excitement, honestly, just that it almost makes my video more interesting. You know, Trump is a more interesting person than Harris. The path where we re-elect Trump is just in terms of entertainment or engagement sort of with fate is a more interesting fate, although it's also a lot scarier. It's like there's two paths, you know, like you're going down a water slide and there is a split off, and at one of those split offs it's nice and easy and just kind of, you know, it's like the lazy river, and the other split off is the, oh fuck, here we go, and America just went that way. And it is amazing that anybody would pick anybody would consciously vote that way, but whatever, that's political intrigue. We are where we're at. And as frightening as ridiculous as it may seem, we did survive for 4 years this way before. You know, to tell you the truth, I thinking about this possibility, I expected there to be a lot of fear to come up in my space, but there's not. There's more feeling of, is resolution the word? Surrender, is that the word? It's more like just, here we go. This is what we chose. We chose the more frightening path. As a country, in a way, it took more courage, but it was not, but that was completely unconscious because it's not like the people actually voting for him are making a conscious, courageous decision. That would be absurd. But what comes over me is more like, okay, um, we can do this. There's going to be some transformation. There's going to be an out of control kind of equality. There's going to be a lot of fear of the unknown. There's going to be a lot of conflict. But you got to remember that you don't get to just hold on to the past. Ironically, it's usually conservatives that don't understand that. But the kind of stability that Americans have grown so accustomed to, it's just not really the world that we have anymore. You want to be a positive force during this difficult phase. Keep your energy within yourself. Avoid lashing out. Take responsibility for yourself. Be a force of healing around you. Avoid ethnocentric tendencies, partisanship, hate, all those things that generally, the Trump team actually represents, or at least to the left, that's what he represents. Now more than ever, inside yourself, you need to not go down that path. And don't assume that just because your t-shirt is blue, don't assume just because your t-shirt is blue that you are not on some level participating in the problems. Don't assume that your team is right, because if you do, you're just part of the problem. Right? That kind of tribalism is the enemy of humanity. So wake up in the morning and think to yourself, I'm going to be part of the solution. I'm going to be part of the healing. I'm going to be part of this transformation. Even when it's not easy, and even when there's ugliness on the TV, and even when on social media, even my friends and the people who are supposed to be my allies look so ugly. But I'm going to do my best to not reflect that. And to be a pillar of deeper wisdom and courage and creativity. Try not to fall into hate. But when you do, have compassion for yourself and pull yourself back up. Go America, go America. All right, fucking buckle up.